All right, here we go. So my friends, it's 2023. Welcome to the new year. And I know it's just another day, but for me, it's a fresh start because I choose it to be. I'm saying goodbye to 2022, which I'm not gonna lie, it was a terrible year for me. A ton of sickness, a ton of trauma. I'm over 2022. So welcome to the new year, guys. Welcome to the new you and all that other nonsense. Let's focus on up, and away to our goals, to all of the good stuff and the dreams that we want to pursue. And let's get the negativity out of here because there's so much of it. I'm done. Today I wanted to share with you a little bit of my experience about 2022, the good things, and I wanted to share how you can take your photography from here to pretty much here, how to exponentially grow your craft and be a better photographer and artist. And you might have seen behind me there, I got a few big trophies here that I've won through some of my professional organizations that I'm part of, and just really cool stuff. And I wanted to share a few of my favorite accomplishments with you and even share a few photos that won me some incredible opportunities. Guys, the number one thing you can do to take yourself, your craft and your skill and your art from beginner to just much better, exponential growth, is surround yourself with people that are better than you. Honestly, way better. Aim high and try and get around the people that are the best in the world, or at least the best in your country or your community. Go to the people that you look up to and try to get around them. Join a group, join an association, and just surround yourself with those people. And I promise you, you will grow hugely, very quickly. And that's exactly what I did. Honestly, a few years ago, I was a brand new photographer. I'm completely self-taught. I have been kind of a hobbyist for a long time, but I really got serious about it just only a few years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. And obviously myself, I've taken my career and my dreams and my passion to crazy places with the channel here, and also some places that I wanted to share with you today that I'm not overly vocal about. So that is one of my biggest pieces of advice, guys. They say you're like the 10 people you most surround yourself with. And if we're honest, that's completely true. But these days it can be really hard to get around people. I'm not overly social these days, I find. Last year was just filled with sickness, just all the time I felt like I was sick, and I'm just so over it. So this year is gonna be all about health, about growth, about socialization, getting back to it, because I think a lot of us are hurting in that regard, guys. So join an association, join a group, just put yourself out there, even online. Find people on online groups and put yourself out there. You are going to grow very quick. So I'm excited to show you a few of these trophies that I won, and also my biggest accomplishment, my biggest thing that I've done with photography to date. And that is, I was able to represent my country, Canada, in the World Photographic Cup. And this was huge. This was a pipe dream and something that I really honestly didn't think I was good enough for, and maybe never would be, because you compare yourself to the best and you're like, well, how can I be better than somebody or equal to somebody that's been doing this for their whole life? Well, the answer is art is subjective, and if you put yourself out there and you do your best, good things happen. You don't have to be a lifetime professional photographer to do really well, to grow and open up new opportunities. You just have to put yourself out there, and you have to grow and try every single day. And that's exactly what I did. I threw myself out there and I made Team Canada for the World Photographic Cup. And what that is basically one of the world's biggest competitions. Basically every country grabbing their best photographers, their best art, and making a team out of it, and then going to compete for your country in the World Photographic Cup, which is a huge honor if you ask me, representing your country. It has just been a phenomenal experience. Unfortunately, it was definitely overshadowed by my mom's cancer diagnosis and eventual passing in late 2021. And to me, it really hasn't felt like a big accomplishment. It really was just so second to all of that I really didn't get to celebrate or really take in what that was. Now, somehow in 2023, I am so proud and excited to say that I have made the team yet again. So I'm going back to the world stage representing my country, this time in a different class. And it's just kind of a dream come true. It's a new start, it's a fresh start, and it's just an amazing opportunity. And I'm just super excited to bring you guys on the ride so you can kind of see what it takes and what it's all about to compete with the world's best. So depending on how my photo scores as well as my team success, I may be flying to Singapore in April to accept an award or support my team depending on how we do. Pretty exciting stuff. But let's take a few minutes and check out some of my favorite photography, some of my favorite art of 2022. If you watch the channel, you know that I love macro photography, and here's one that I took this year. This is a focus stacked image of this beautiful bee. Unfortunately, this guy had passed away, and I'm wondering if you guys know what exactly might have happened here. I know they do have long tongues, but is this something that might have happened naturally, or might this be a fungus that does affect a lot of insects? Let me know down in the comments if you do know the answer to that, and this image did score quite well in my regional competition. Next up is a landscape image that I actually took with my little DJI Mini 3 Pro drone. And this is actually a 360-degree photo. This is a bunch of photos stitched together and then made into a panorama. This place is called Spotted Lake here in British Columbia, and I think it's just a really cool, really unique and amazing place, and I really like this photo. Next is a composite that I made, kind of a fine art approach here. This is several photos that I've taken and stitched together. The landscape is actually an astrophotography shot that I've inverted to give it that cool negative look. And the horse and rider is a statue that I found. This image ended up winning Best in Class in an experimental category. This big guy also won Best in Class in the animal category. I love this image. This is actually a rescue and was taken through a fence, if you can believe it. The stars aligned and he was very active that day, looked me dead in the eye, and I was lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time. Finally, this is Oscar. You might notice him from my background on my computer. This is the image that made the World Photographic Cup for me in 2023. It also scored very well and gave me a Best in Class in Animals in 2020. Sadly, this guy's not with me anymore, but he'll always have a special place in my heart. Thanks, buddy. So my friends, I hope you're turning over a new leaf. I hope you're getting out there and pushing yourself to be better at whatever you love to do. Thanks so much for watching the video and being a part of this channel, guys. Like always, make mistakes, be yourself, and get out there and take some more pictures. See you next time.